Hi, everyone, and welcome to Model Mania Live. We're excited to have you here with us today. And before we kick off the contest, we'll run through some content to give everyone a chance to join. My name is Ryan Kohler. I'm part of the SOLIDWORKS education team, and I'm joined with two awesome colleagues. Whether you're a longtime Model Mania fan or this is your very first one, you're in the right place. To kick things off, let's talk about Model Mania, what Model Mania actually is. If you joined early, you probably already know what it's all about, but if you're new, no worries at all. Let me introduce Jen Dirksen to talk more about what Model Mania is and how it got started.
Hey, Ryan, thanks for having me. All right. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of history about Model Mania and how it started and where it came from. So Model Mania, this is 2026, and it started in 2000. This is the original Model Mania winners announcement from 2000 in New Orleans. As you can see, Joe Dunn is congratulating the winner, Darren Grosser, on coming in first place in the reseller division. The way it started is Joe used to be an application engineer many, many years ago, and he was frequently asked to do benchmarks, meaning he would visit a customer and then they would slam down a drawing on the table in front of him and challenge him to model this and see if he could actually do it. And he'd have to think on his feet and quickly put together, the features and figure out exactly what he was going to do to create that model. So he is quoted as saying that it was his dream to put the users through the same tests that he had been going through all those years as a joke. So it kind of started out as payback, but everyone loves a challenge, and it's a fun competition, and it was a success, and so it carried on. After that, for the next 20 years, Mark Schneider, who I'm sure you all are familiar with, he ran the Model Mania Challenge from 2001 to 2021. And he greatly improved the setup and how things ran, how the booth was set up. And it was set up just like in real life. So just like in real life, you never get things designed right the first time. There's always edits, there's revisions, changes down the road. And so he developed a phase 1 and a phase 2. And here's an example of one of the drawings that Mark created. So we've got phase 1, basically showing what it looks like at first. And then as soon as you're done with that, now you get the scary phase 2, where you have to go make a change and make those edits to the model. And so it was a lot of fun and fantastic. And at the end of 2021, Mark retired and he turned the reins over to me. So these are the models that we've had over the past few years. And we have continued on with Mark's system of having users and resellers. And this year in 2026, we're adding a third category for students. So if you're a student and you're in university or college or even in high school, and you want to come and try Model Mania, you will be competing with your peers. So we're excited for that. And I thought I would just give a quick shout out to last year's winners. These were the winners of the 2025 challenge. And just as a reminder, you get cash prizes by taking the Model Mania challenge at 3D Experience World in person. So we don't have cash prizes today, but if you do attend 3D Experience World, you could win there. And I thought I would just show a quick shot of the booth at 3D Experience World last year in 2025. So this is before things got wild and all of the customers showed up. Back to you, Ryan.
Thank you so much, Jen. And that's exactly what users can look forward to at 3D Experience World. To give everyone a better idea of what World is and what it's all about, let's take a quick look at a short video. Hopefully that gives you a preview of what's coming at 3D Experience World this year. This year it's happening in Houston, Texas from February 1st through the 4th, and you can register at 3dexperienceworld.com. This site is everything from the details of the conference to even how to convince your manager to let you go. We've even created a sample email for you to make it even easier. And if you can't attend in person, no problem. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel where we'll be streaming the live general sessions. Now, let me introduce Giancalis to talk more about another, let's say, more extreme version of Model Mania.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me, Ryan. I'm super excited to be here on our first virtual Model Mania challenge outside of 3D Experience World. But last year in 2025, we had an incredible time going beyond just one challenge that everyone does together. And instead we wanted to make it a little bit more extreme. So we had head-to-head mono design duels between individual designers going head-to-head. And it was a ton of fun. And rather than talk more about it, let's actually see a few quick highlights of last year Model Mania Extreme. And don't worry, we're going to get to the drawing very shortly. I know everyone is very anxious to get modeling. You'll have plenty of time, we promise. Let's check out some Model Mania Extreme quick first.
Live at 3D Experience World 2025 in Houston, Texas.
Model Mania Extreme!
Powered by xDesign.
Designers step into the ring to go head-to-head in epic speed modeling challenges. Users, partners, and experts battle in CAD using SOLIDWORKS design tools. Winners earn their moment of glory, flaunting the Model Mania Extreme Championship belt.
Look at that swagger. I love it.
Yet again, we're proving that CAD modeling is a sport, and it takes extreme athletes to perform this.
The ring was imagined in SOLIDWORKS xDesign, sponsored by Send, and brought to life by the talented, passionate team at Our Next Make.
I promised if I ever met you, I would control, delete you.
Oh, let's get ready to model!
Heavyweight surface modelers went head-to-head in the Sub-D showdown. These experts battled using the freeform subdivisional modeling tools in xDesign and xShape. Competitors had only 20 minutes to model something extraordinary.
We've got a winner. It's the Surface Slayer!
I can model anything in this there world.
He can model anything!
Join the action with us when Model Mania Extreme returns to 3D Experience World 2026 back in Houston.
Yep, Model Mania Extreme was quite a bit of fun. Back to normal mode now. Ryan, I know one of the main reasons we've got so many people joined in today is because they know that by participating in today's challenge, a free voucher for the Certified SOLIDWORKS Associate will be granted to them based on the email that they provide in the submission form, which again, submission form is closed for another couple minutes. We will open it momentarily and get the challenge started in just another moment or two. But before that, Ryan, can you just give us a little overview of certification and what our audience can expect?
Thanks, Gian. So for many of those who know in the past, we've done certifications for events like this. As usual, you'll need to have a virtual tester account. So if you don't, be sure to go to 3dexperience.virtualtester.com and we can put that link in the chat. And make sure you use the same email address you're using to sign up or do the submission on this form in order for you to get one of the credits. Now, they aren't a normal credit that just goes into your account. They're actually a phantom credit, which basically goes into the account in the background. So basically, when you go to download the Tester Pro client to actually take the exam, you'll be able to click on the CSWA and take the exam. Now, this credit will be valid until June 30th. So don't wait too long, but also keep an eye out for more Model Mania events coming in the future. Now, before we jump back in, we want to highlight a huge part of our SOLIDWORKS community called SWGGNs, the SOLIDWORKS User Group Networks. It's where users help users share tips, connect with other CAD enthusiasts just like you, and many of the people on the stream here are probably already part of it. But let's show a quick video.
The community of more than 7 million people who use SOLIDWORKS demonstrate a level of passion, love, and loyalty that is normally reserved for your hometown sports teams, or maybe your favorite racing driver. So, what is the SOLIDWORKS community, and what makes it so special and so unique? To understand the passion and love, you need to fully experience it. You might talk to a designer or engineer that's made their living or advanced their career using SOLIDWORKS, or attend a SOLIDWORKS community event where you see people running to get seats in the front row, loudly cheering for the latest product enhancements. This group understands the value of gathering with other users to network and learn from each other. They find and create interesting events that keep the entire community engaged. You could even hear product leaders discussing their commitment to improving the software based on user feedback, or learn about how SOLIDWORKS plans on pushing the envelope with what's possible in the future. So, how did this remarkable community come together? The SOLIDWORKS community contains some of the most passionate and creative people in the world. Designers, engineers, makers, analysts, and more all use SOLIDWORKS to bring their ideas to life with an accurate and realistic 3D file. The community is full of people from aerospace, infrastructure, life sciences, transportation, high-tech, and much more. These individuals are the architects of tomorrow, designing a world that is smarter, more efficient, and truly transformative. But the SOLIDWORKS community is more than just a group of individuals who use the same software. It's a supportive and collaborative ecosystem where passion, creativity, and innovation intersect. Together, community members push the boundaries of what's currently possible, inspiring and empowering one another to create a better future. So, are you ready to join the SOLIDWORKS community? You can get started by visiting the SOLIDWORKS user forum or finding a local SOLIDWORKS user group. Or you might consider starting your own user group or even becoming a SOLIDWORKS champion. We'd love for you to join us and find out for yourself what makes the SOLIDWORKS community so special.
All right. I think it's just about time, right, Ryan? We are ready. We're going to talk through how to win, how to participate, and how to win the challenge on this page. So if you haven't already, go to solidworks.com/modelmania, and you will see, if you scroll down on the page, you'll see submissions are now open. Go ahead and click submit results. Start filling out your information for your name, your country, what best describes you out of, you got to click that checkbox to accept your name, your first name, your last name, your country. We need to know what division you're in as well. The email address. Keep in mind, the email address you use here is going to be the one that we assign the CSWA voucher to that associated account. And then on the next page is where you can submit your mass in grams to the nearest 0.01 gram and the solid part file or 3D XML for the final part. Ryan, am I missing anything? Does that just about cover it?
That's just about it. I think we're. I think the chat looks like we're ready to go too. I think we're about ready to go. Do you want to count us down?
I think let's do it. Let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get ready to model. Where's that drawing? There we go. Today's challenge.
There it is. All right, everybody, fill out the form and get going.
We will see you shortly.
All right, we're back. We're back. Oh, John,
Sorry, you can't even hear me right now. We
can
are
hear you now.
You can hear me now. All right, we've got our winner. Before we share who actually won, I'm going to step through the model step by step. Remember, there's always multiple ways to create the part in SolidWorks. There's always many ways to do things. I started with a simple revolve. Okay, so we had a very simple profile with our arc, with our angled line right here at the 5 degrees. I used global variables throughout just to make my life easier for the 5 degrees of draft. And then I used an extrude cut with just a very simple rectangle. But you probably noticed, I just sketched the rectangle. I ended up using the flip side to cut option with drafting outward by that 5 degrees. And once again, using my global variable. And that just cut away everything that I didn't need from this. So whenever we have a spherical face, typically a revolve is going to be the easiest way to incorporate that geometry. There's always multiple ways. We saw some people actually use surfacing commands, which is amazing. And then simply cutting a couple holes in this, one with draft that has our 9mm base or our diameter at the base, and then a 4mm just through hole going through it. We mirrored that to the other side of our part, using our front plane that cuts through this. And then we added our 2mm fillets, as you can see in red everywhere. And finally, of course, we need to make this non-uniform thickness, we need a uniform wall thickness of 2mm going around this entire part. So we use the shell command. So some key takeaways for this part: draft is a very important feature, knowing how and when to apply it in your different features, or you could have just used the draft feature after creating the base geometry. The other thing is the revolve, like we talked about, is a great way to get spherical geometry. And finally, the shell was an important step in being able to quickly turn this from a solid into a uniform wall thickness part. And without any further ado, let's switch over and announce our winner, Mr. Adon Isaias, or Isaias. I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but either way, you are the winner, Adon. Thank you so much for competing in the challenge, for winning the challenge, coming in first place. How long did it take, Adon, Ryan, when we were looking at this?
I think it was just over 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's incredible. 7 minutes to create this part. And we had a runner-up as well, too, right?
We did.
Your face.
Yep. Just over a minute longer, maybe a little less, was actually Tom Smith. So we want to give a shout out to Tom Smith as well. Also got the answer perfectly right.
Amazing. Yeah. Congratulations, Adon. Great job, Tom. And remember, the next time that you get a chance to compete in a challenge like this will be live at 3D Experience World in Houston, Texas, February 1st to 4th, and there will be cash prizes available. But let us know in the chat if you liked having this available online. If this is something that you'd be interested in SolidWorks hosting more challenges like this more frequently, let us know. Give us a +1 in the chat or a thumbs up. Show us some love in the chat and let us know that this is something that you would love to keep coming back and doing again and again more frequently. And we will absolutely do whatever we can to have more Model Mania throughout the year. So
and Gian, important thing too for Adon. So Adon, we're going to give you a bunch of credits for a bunch of exams. We'll put those in your account. So congratulations for winning that, and we'll make sure you get a bunch of exams to choose from.
Awesome. Yeah, Adon, if you're not already a certified expert, I see it in your future.
Yes, with that speed, definitely. All right, John, before we go, we want to share one final cool video showing what not to miss about joining us at World. But Jen and Gian, thank you both. And thanks for everybody for joining the video today. And we'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, this is Isabel from the community team here at SolidWorks. If you are attending 3D Experience World for the first time, here are some must-attend events that you shouldn't miss. On Sunday, you will have the chance to attend several SolidWorks user group meetings focused on a variety of topics. Sunday is also the opportunity to expand your resume with exams, including the CSWE. On Sunday afternoon, we are having a meetup at 3:30 for first-timers in the Hive, where you can network with other newbies and hear from 3D Experience World experts. To close your busy day, the playground, which is the heart of this event, opens directly after the first-timers meetup. Monday kicks off with general session, thus commencing the running of the nerds. After general session, you can attend your first technical session of the week. At 4 o'clock on Monday, the community team is hosting the annual SOLIDWORKS Community Summit. This is your chance to learn about the SOLIDWORKS User Group Network and how to become a SOLIDWORKS champion. Join this session to network with the best and brightest of our SOLIDWORKS communities. Tuesday has several opportunities to highlight the amazing women within the SOLIDWORKS community. Check out the Dames of Design, the Women in Tech Breakfast, and the Women in Tech panel. Tuesday night is party time. Get ready to explore one of the most iconic science and innovation destinations in the world, the Houston Space Center. As we close out the event on Wednesday, don't miss the SOLIDWORKS Top 10 Enhancement List meetup, where the heads of the SOLIDWORKS R&D team talk about this year's top enhancement ideas. And finally, on Wednesday's general session, we will highlight our community leaders on main stage and hand out a few coveted awards. Checkmate. If you have any questions at the event, just find a 3D Experience World Ambassador. See you there.
What are you doing in my office?
Oh.